behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Paul Mash TV. Paul Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Got another great interview coming up for you in just a couple moments here. But before we begin, don't forget there's that subscribe button and clicking the bell. That'll make sure that you get every episode available to you. And feel free to make a comment on the comments section. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you're on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Paul Mash TV. Feel free to like the page. You can send us an inbox there, and you can even comment on all the things you see. And you can email us as well, paulmashtv, all one word, @gmail.com. And it's good not just if you're a band or a solo artist, but if you're simply a fan. We love to hear fan mail as well. So you can use that for that. And we'll have all this recapped for you at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. From Vancouver, Canada, we have Graham White from the band Yesterday's Fate with us today. And they're a very awesome artist and band. And I think you're really going to like it. So we'll get to that in just a second. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, it's interview time as promised. And here from Vancouver, Canada, we have Graham White from the band Yesterday's Fate. Thanks for joining us, Graham.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Paul. Great to be here.
Yeah, no problem. Well, tell us about how you got started in the business and as being an artist, and tell me about how you joined the band Yesterday's Fate. I'm sure both are going to be good stories.
Sure. Yeah, I've been playing music for a long, long time. Started off with piano lessons as a kid, and then realized, that wasn't quite working as well as playing the drums would in a rock band. So became a drummer for a while, and then realized keyboard players make more money than drummers. No, I'm kidding. But now I decided to move back to keyboards. I've been playing for a long, long time. Tons of influences, just from jazz and stuff. But yeah, rock and roller at heart. All sorts of influences, which we can maybe talk about later if you like. But I basically, was writing original songs, doing the cover band scene at night, to make some money. Working the day job, slinging produce at the grocery store, and dreaming of being a songwriter, or a famous songwriter, I guess. I started writing my own songs, and then over the years, put out an independent album here and there, and but gradually realized that there's some really, really good vocalists out there, and started collaborating with people. And that's how I met Damien Pipes, is the vocalist in Yesterday's Fate. And started writing songs together and found the collaboration just really awesome. So away we went and started building out the band.
Okay, well, that's a great story, and I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Tell us a little bit, because you had mentioned influences a minute ago. Well, what are some of the bands that you grew up with that helped influence you in your style?
Yeah, straight out, I'm just a huge British rock guy. Beatles and The Who were my two favorite bands of all time, probably, going back for sure. But still to this day, massive, massive influences. And then, all the 70s stuff, Pink Floyd and Supertramp. Billy Joel's a massive influence as a keyboard player. Love Elton John as well. All the way now to, I think what Adele does is great. Love the Foo Fighters. There's a real mix. I could talk to classical music and jazz and everything, but definitely on the rock side, those are the artists I would say have profound influence on my playing and writing.
Yeah, those are some good ones too. Like you mentioned, the Beatles and Billy Joel, things like that. They're probably they're really awesome and probably legends in their own right.
Yeah.
So tell us about how we can find you and download your music. I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but if you got physical copies like CDs, you can always volunteer that as well.
Yeah, we're going to be doing that soon. We're going to be hopefully getting out playing live again soon. And I hope that for all bands, and it's great to see some of that starting to happen again, which is awesome. But yesterdaysfate.com is our main website. That's the best place to go for our music and videos, and of course facebook.com/yesterdaysfate is, from that point of view, is kind of how we do most of our correspondence with bands. Of course, Instagram and everything else is all linked from there. So those two sites for sure.
Okay. Well, can we download your music on any streaming platform, as I mentioned, or?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, basically everything. Yeah, we basically push it out to all the major streamers that are out there. So absolutely, if you do a search for Yesterday's Fate, Apple, Spotify, you'll definitely find us.
Okay. Well, get Yesterday's Fate music on all those streaming platforms. I know they would love you for that. And we got a music video coming up for you guys in just a minute. It's called Crashing Down. It's probably self-explanatory, but why don't you tell us a little story about the song?
Yeah, sure. This is a song we wrote. Often you kind of get in that realm of writing about relationships and, rebounding from a relationship or getting over a relationship. So Crashing Down is nothing to do with any of that at all. I was just making that up. No, I'm kidding. It's basically yeah, it's all about trying to, come back out from a relationship and, wondering if the other person's as committed as you. And sometimes we feel like we're just crashing down, right? But we hope there's a bit of a positive side to it, that, you're going to make it, you're going to continue on. And that's basically how we kind of got inspired to write this song.
Okay. And it is a great song. I've heard it a couple of times. And
Oh, thank you.
we're going to get to that in a second, but I think that's all the time we have for right now, Graham, and we thank you for coming on the show. We would love to have you or any of the guys back for a second interview. So if you ever want to do that, let us know, and we'll see what we can work out.
Yeah, thanks a lot as well, Paul, and we'd be happy to come back anytime.
Okay, well, here it is, Yesterday's Fate with Crashing Down right here on Paul Mash TV. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Sailed across the sun. Looks like the moon has turned to dust. Looks like this was already won. Forgive me, let me try to explain what's going on here inside my brain. With every little thing that you wanted to be, was there ever a time you thought of me? Am I with you now? 'Cause I'm crashing down. Feels like our love was lost at sea. Feels like we drowned in our own tears. Feels like we lost the will.